Hi, I'm Sandra Kay. I'm just goofing off, seeing what's up here, and to see if anybody is actually going to be here. I'm sitting here, date night with Jack. So I thought I'd just goof off and see. Who knows? I doubt it, but we'll see. I can always delete if no one shows up. The fun thing, putting the sashing in, and I turned the blocks. I just turned them a quarter turn wrong, but no biggie. Hi, Marla. How are you? Oh, Lisa and Nanamona. Well, at least I did something right, I guess. I'm working on that right here. And of course, I started it all wrong. So now I'm sewing some more and ripping because none of the blocks lined up like they were supposed to. So I just thought I'd see how this works. I can't find that timeout thing to put subscribers here or there. So what are you guys doing up late? Hi, Susan, you're out. Is it snowing over at your place yet, Susan? You're supposed to get it before I do. I don't even want to look out the window. I don't want to see snow. Watch Kathy's live today was a peeper. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes we don't have time to do everything we want. Okay. Hi, Gladys. And Jack can't live without him. Can't live without him. Nope. Not tonight, anyway. I sewed a whole row together wrong. Hello, Rita. What are you Oh, stalking the fire. It's like Rita's Roost is here. I have my 6-year-old granddaughter all night. No school tomorrow because of the wind chill. Oh, that's not good. It's good to have your granddaughter. I enjoyed having my great granddaughter earlier. If the sewing machine's too noisy, just let me know. I'm trying to sew slow. Hopefully, so I don't make any more mistakes. This is the point of a lot of up and down. 0 degrees there. At least I have in the teens. I think mine's about 15. But we're supposed to get snow about, they said 10 o'clock about. But Susan lives before I do to the mountains. The quilt looks good. Thank you. This is the one that will go to Switzerland. But the worst part is up, down, up, down. But I couldn't find anybody on to sew with, so I thought, I'll see what Lisa. Alani is growing and changing so fast. Got a kick out of her flower today. That was hilarious. I couldn't convince her that that's where the flowers were supposed to go for all the tea in China. And anybody that missed it, she had a bud vase in her hand. And she wanted me to put white flour in it, not a fake flour. And then she called it the white flour, fake flour. And I said, this is as fake as you can get. Because it was an artificial flower. But kids say the darndest things. Now I'm just to the point, I want this quilt done. to start something new. Uh-oh. Susan spoke too soon. Well, keep it your way. I don't want to go outside and shovel snow. But at least this tells me who all has notifications on. I'm glad to see somebody is up with me. I know Marla's up quite late. And Rita's got to keep the fire burning on her end. Yes. But you got a hot spot, Susan? It's like, if I wouldn't have sorted out all these blocks to go in a certain area because it's all scraps, I have it to where no backgrounds match up to. I spent a lot of time doing that today. But see, these, I got these to tear apart still. I just love ripping out and ripping out more. I get to skip one on this one. Well, I already tore it out. Oh, where'd the stuff go? Says it's ending stream. No. Turn on dark mode. No. It's like all the screens that pop up. I have dozed off a few times tonight already. Rita. That's okay. Someone has to sleep. And Susan thinks until Friday. Lisa, we use wood only for heat for so many years. I kind of miss it. I do too. The wind took our chimney, so we couldn't find anybody to come put the chimney back in. So we went to gas heat. Now I'm already doubting which one I just sewed. Red, white. There. It's like already doubting which end I did. Hello, Deb Somerville. Good night. Good evening, everybody. It's like 8:28 my time. I didn't sew today because of having Alani. So I thought, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to get a couple rows done. I should have quit at one because that's what I got before the mistake. And you get to see all my junk because this seems like the picture's up closer. I don't know why. Different view for different things. And a better color. Are you guys anybody else working on quilting? Susan sewed her second block for Daydream Quilt after work. And Deb saying hi to everybody. And I don't know, there's at least 2 of you on here that's in the red, white, and blue block swap. There was a typo error in Susan Munger's lot should be 120, not 20. I sent out an email. So I hope everybody gets it. This one goes on next. As long as I put it in the correct order. I guess I didn't proofread very well. So I hope it, yeah. Marla's entertaining a 6-year-old. She should be in bed, right? Well, see, 8, 9, yeah. No matter where you're at, it's late for a 6-year-old. Unless Grandma's having a party. Got a block from Linda Denton today. Okay, I'll change Susan's number. Nanamona, we went from minus 59 to minus 4. Wow, that's a heat up, isn't it? Oh, that's what I could show you too. There's my 2 blocks I've received. I have that panel sitting up there that Maureen sent me. And doesn't it complement those blocks beautifully? So I might do something around that panel because it's looking so good already. But that's a heat wave for Nanamona to go from minus 59 up to that. The designer of this quilt pattern here should have been shot. It's me. It's just a block. I decided how I was using it. Yeah, I really do like it with that panel in there. So my quilt might end up bigger than I originally planned. Because if I put that in there, it's really going to increase its size. But when you get bored, you do dumb things, right? Like go on YouTube Live. Because Rita wasn't on to entertain me earlier. She has to get sleep too. The fun part of any of the YouTube lives, you got to figure out what to talk about. And I figured date night with Jack was good enough. It's like, now I get to rip out because I need blue one next. But my Jack is called Plum Crazy because it's plum color. And I cannot take the seam ripper and go right down the seam. Every time I do, I rip something. I have to do like the every 4 stitch technique and then pull. But I cannot. And Ace is awake, but he's too little to keep me company. And Bailey must not feel good. Or she's still pouting because she got in trouble all the time with Alani today. Alani doesn't like Bailey. So I had to keep them separated all day. When her mom showed up, I'm not going home. I'm staying with Gigi Ma. And then as soon as Alicia says, well, you need to pick up your toys. Let's go home, Mom. Couldn't believe how fast let's go home. Because she did not want to pick up her mess. Her mama picked it up. But it's like, kids. And she didn't have that much to pick up. Because I was picking it up the best I could. I just said, I have a headache. And that's when I got the headache. Hi, Carrie. miss late night in Canada over there. I didn't have both of them today. And I guarantee you, on the Mondays I do have both of them, I'm only going to be on for a little bit. I really am going to, just a little bit. Just so you guys can see them. But I can't do an all day Monday with two little ones. I wouldn't ask them to do that. So Carrie, did you sew some more today? And that's probably going to be enough. Of course. The pup and the granddaughter. Oh, yeah. Yes. Bailey just wanted to play, but she hasn't eaten. She hasn't hardly did anything since Alani left. She's played catch a couple times. She did so today. Of course. It seems like once you get the bug, I call it a bug, of sewing, it's what unwinds, helps you unwind. I just wish Jack was in somebody else's hand. Good night, Deb. Glad you came over. It's like I was just goofing off. And I'm thinking, I have nothing to do. What's everybody else doing? Because it was a pretty quiet YouTube out there in my book. Gladys is still here. You working on a project, Gladys? 11:38. Well, we stayed up quite late last night again, Carrie. We was bringing in the new year again. Oh, I hear an alarm going off. I go grab that before it runs down my battery. Be right back. You can look at my wall. It's like I shouldn't have come in here without my phone anyway. Because my kids call. Not tonight. No one misses me. That's terrible to say, right? You're not working on anything? But I know. I thought I had my fill of red, white, and blue when the granddaughter picked this one. How far did I get? I don't remember. This way. Test it. Oh, come on, thread. Oh, I'm wearing threads tonight for sure. Okay. Red was the one that just come off because I left it up there. One more seam to rip apart. It says 11's watching and 10 thumbs up. Ooh. I've never been on long enough to get any of this stuff. It's just goofing off. The big word. We'll see if Kathy notices in the morning. she'll get the notification and say, "Why didn't you tell me?" Yes, Carrie is doing good on hers. And she's not afraid to take it apart. I remember back when I was 5 or 6 when Grandma told me I didn't sew it right. I just sewed over it again. Susan got the notification? Okay. And Susan probably says, "What is Sandra doing?" Right? I was sitting here remembering our trip over to see Kathy. And it's like, that was a fun day. Wasn't enough hours in the day. And we started early. But that was a fun day. Next time we'll plan more. I don't like the star I chose, so I'm trying to choose a new pattern. Lisa, I'm using from my stash, but saw a beautiful line of red, white, and blue in a shop. 15. Ew, but it's gorgeous. Yeah. Well, I didn't realize I had this much red and blue till the young lady picked it. When I went out and started digging through all my stash, I had to look twice, Sandra. And yes, you're live. Yeah. It's like, I just thought I'd see what Kathy sees on the other end. And it's like, I still didn't find it. I didn't find for that where that heart is or anything else. So I still need a lesson. It's like practice at practice, I guess, was what I need. Oh, come on. Couple stitches being buggers. Jack didn't want to take them all out. Oh, somebody noticed something. It's like, who sent me a message? Oh, Susan sent me a picture. Oh, did she? My 2 complete daydreamer blocks I did have to pull out, Jack. Failed the snowballs. Well, how do you fail a snowball? Oh, in the bottom corner of the flower. I can show you. Oops. Susan's picture. Well, maybe. It's like, that's what Susan's working on. Those are some tall flowers. I'd probably make one shorter than the other. And I'd probably move the butterfly up and down. I never stick with a pattern. I've never had to deal with that heart before. Except for all the time on Kathy's. And I wasn't there when Gladys told her how to do it. But it's like I was looking, trying to figure, wasn't working. Okay, that one. Where'd the other blue one go? I need blue. Where'd I? It's like blue, red, blue, red. after red comes blue. What did I do with the blue? I don't know. Oh, it's on my lap. Boy. Maybe I better put the camera down further so you guys can see. Yeah, even my hand looks huge going up there. Let's see. And some tall angels. I'm looking on my itty bitty phone screen. What I could see looks sweet, Susan. Oh, that's the same one on a different one. Cool. My design, I can do whatever. She says, I'm actually following the pattern. Wow, you're following the pattern, Susan. It's very beautiful. But like I said, I'd have one flower shorter. The butterfly moved. Because I don't want my quilt to be exactly like everybody else's. That's a bad thing to have. Especially with grandkids and coming up. They're going to impression. Gigi Ma didn't do that. I can hear it already out of Alani. I really can. That's bad. But what do you do? Just tell them, just do as you're supposed to do, not as Grandma does. I'm going to peek outside. See if I can see anything. Nope, no snow out here yet. So you're doing a good job so far, Susan. Keep it there. It's a free download pattern? Okay. I was amazed Alani actually said today that she would take the pink quilt because I've been arguing with her over that. But I wanted gray minky because it doesn't show the dirt. And she wants pink minky. Maybe I can find a dark pink. As long as it's pink, I guess it would work. Just like this quilt, just because she picked red and blue for the college colors. And the college also has a owl mascot. So I'm going to do the quilting with an owl. I thought it would help bring out some more memories of her college. When I asked her what's next, she couldn't answer because I was curious if she was coming back to the States again. But because she English and something's, it goes in one ear and out the other what she's doing. For me. I'm not the best grandma for listening there. I'm supposed to get snow in the middle of the night. Yeah, mine's supposed to be about 10, it said. And I think they said 2 inches for me. Susan could get a little bit more because it gets carried away as it crosses the Cascade. And she lives closer to that. One place I know I would never live is Upper Michigan, where like Vicki Lemire lived. That gets cold. It gets cold, like Nanamona and Cary, because it has to do with the Great Lakes. And I don't know how close Marla. How Marla lives to the Great Lakes. But I know that they get some cold winds off them. I lived in Indiana, outside of Kokomo. Between Kokomo and Peru, the town was deceiving. It said I lived in Miami, just a little town. I've always liked small towns. And it was snow, snow, snow. Oh, you're out of the snow belt? Okay. Cary's 5 minutes from, wow. I wish now that I'm not over there anymore, I would have spent more time adventuring around. But for some reason, somebody seemed to be pregnant a lot. Had the one child in Illinois, and then got pregnant with the second one. And then my husband got out of the Air Force. But he didn't want to go travel around then. He wanted to travel around when he retired, as he got older. He always wanted to stay home. And we only went to 2 places when he was in the Air Force. Illinois and in Indiana. Okay, double checking. Blue, whites, the red and the blue in the right spot. Whites, red and blue. Now it should be a white. Should be that side. My brother retired from the Air Force 22 years. My brother-in-law did. He retired from them, but he never had to. He went overseas. He did, because they found out in the 22 years during the 22 years, they found out that he had no overseas time. So they sent him to Italy. And I thought, wow, that's hard. And then he got out early of that one. Unfortunately, his daughter got raped when she was in Italy. She's out running around one night. And it's like, so they let him have early out. And for torture, they sent him to Minot, North Dakota. Italy has a beautiful air base, my brother says. And I live in the bald prairies, wide open flatland. Well, that's what I have, wide open flatland. But you know that because you've traveled through here, Nanamona. Yeah, my husband's next stretch was 2 years Okinawa, no family, or early out with honorable discharge. He says goodbye because we was expecting number 2, no family. He would not have got to see. Well, he wouldn't have been there anyway for the birth. he seemed to manage always to be missing. He was good at that. Missing in action when it come to that. Go out for coffee, go get a sandwich, find a TV show on. That was my husband's way of getting out of that. Okay. Let's see. If I get this all done the second time and it's wrong, you might think it's an earthquake, but it was just me. But out of everything I looked at, yeah, he sent back some pictures of the beaches and stuff around Italy, but he didn't send the Air Force Base pictures. My husband said if I could have got Italy, I would have went. But Okinawa 2 years wasn't his thing. My brother was everywhere. He was a weapons loader, put the bombs on the planes, Desert Storm. He's 57 now. His last 2 years he was in Korea. Okay. Did you make him a Quilt of Valor quilt? Sounds like he deserves one. My brother-in-law he says, a bomb tester by computer. They designed them, and if they blew up on the computer, then it's like, okay, how does that work? Well, you don't have to make it to fit his exact size, but I think it's nicer when they can have a full coverage one. I really do. It's like just one of those things. I like my quilts to cover the person, unless it's a TV quilt, because they only want them. What is it? 60 by 80 is their requirements. Yeah. I'm just so hoping that I did it right. I should be trying before I press, but oh well. If I have another date with Jack tomorrow, he wants a Bigfoot quilt. Ooh. I have my own private Bigfoot quilt. I took advantage of the shop hop. There's a store named Bigfoot Quilting. So I just kind of went with the theme. We had found some little applique or Bigfoots that you could sew on. And I bought them all that they had and incorporated them on every row of the quilt when I did the row by row. I made a Sasquatch lover daughter a quilt with him. I know what I could send you. You want to make him a Bigfoot pillow? I have from row by row I have the Bigfoot pattern. It's a Sasquatch. He might be drinking a beer or he's got something in his hand. But it's like, I still have that pattern around. Where's the little ruler? Cutting off my ends here. But there's a lot of quilt patterns out there for making Bigfoot quilts with trees. I have on mine, one's flying a kite. I know I've been supposed to be making that Bigfoot. My friend went to the shop to get the pattern for me. That one, it is a claw that I can't. No, where did it come from? Was it Issaquah? There's a quilt store. I can't pronounce its name. These Indian names are something else for. I have a pattern with Sasquatch, but have yet to make it. I think I like Sandra's pattern best. And Donna Dixon, hello, Bigfoot with a purple poo. Yeah, he could have a purple poo necklace. It's like that was brought up at my sister's the other night. Yeah, that one in Issaquah that I can't pronounce. And I know you can't, because we was talking about it when we went over to Kathy's. But I got to uncover this. But that rose was so pretty. Because that poo is so pretty. And it fits me. It definitely fits me. Gladys, going to get ready for bed. See y'all tomorrow. Okay, Gladys. If I'm late, you can just tell Kathy I was up late. Say she's out with the girls. Oh, I'm just quickly. Well, my one Bigfoot, he is on a lot of purple. But I had to incorporate the rose from the shop hop in it. And I keep saying I'm going to set a room up with just row by row quilts. Being as I entered several years, I have completed quilts. I was in my trunk show that one day, and literally that was in a trunk. Hi, Denise. She says, Sandra K. Hi, my favorite Washingtonian. Did you announce you were going live somewhere? I don't want to be the 13th. It's like, yeah, I didn't announce anything. I was sitting here having a moment with Jack, and I thought, I'll bring my friends up. See, I was just goofing off. It's like, how many people do you know from Washington besides Kathy, Susan, and I? But it doesn't matter. We're all connected by the internet. Oops. Didn't mean to hit the laptop stand. Well, the ironing board, I should say. I haven't moved it back where it should be. one. It's like there's 14 thumbs up now, according to my thing. No, I have 14 watching and 12 thumbs up. I'd have to refresh, and I don't know how to do that without disconnecting myself. At least it's not Friday the 13th. I wouldn't press my thumb up if that was the case. So let's see. I'm going to go hang this up and see if I did it right. Because I don't want another date with Jack. He might be cute, but it's like, I don't want a date with Jack. Then if I could stretch far enough. Okay, white, red and blues, white, red and blues, white, red and blue. Did it! It is correct. And then it's going to have sashing with cornerstones, and the cornerstones are going to rotate red and blues. Okay. I'm trying to come up with red and blue and what to do with it without it looking patriotic. That is the thing. Without it looking patriotic. And it's using all my scraps. I think in there, I purchased 3 of the materials. All the rest are scraps that have been given to me. Those sale samples. Oh, her husband's feeding the fire. How long does a wood stove last anymore? I can't remember. It's been a long time ago. It's been so long ago for me. I was the one that got up most nights. My husband would stoke it when he went to work at 2 a.m. But I can't remember. But probably every wood stove's different. I'm going to look like I have a patriotic wall. So somehow or another, when I picked up my piles, I flipped them. And I don't know how. Because this says it's the next one, and I don't start with a blue. Oh, you pack it better than him? It's like every 4 hours, 6 hours, you have to make sure. So I can move that one up there. That's the wrong direction. It's like turn them one turn. Because it seems like I get up every 4 hours anyway. So that one goes there. That goes there. That goes there. So this should be the correct way. Put the pin in it this way. I went ahead and hit it. I'm still the 13th. It's like, I could have hit a thumbs up on my own because I know I can. He will put 1 or 2 logs on. I fill it up. My furnace is my main source of heat. It is on 72 also. Yeah, I wish, from what I remember, wood heat is very, very, very warm. And it keeps, you come into somebody's house like mine, you about freeze because it's not the same heat. My forced air, the first few minutes is very, very cold. And it's like, I'm not a fan of that. Me and cold don't go together. Actually, I'm colder now that it's warming up than I was when it was the -3. I guess those 2 days I went outside to go to those baby showers did me in. Austin said I was trying to catch a cold. But now I just wish I had a bigger long arm. 13's watching. Yeah, see, that disappeared up there. It was saying what the count was. And now it's changed. Carrie's got more experience going live than I do. But it's like, I know the count went down because Gladys left. But I'll stay a few more minutes. Our family room has 2 huge windows, 120. Oh, those are quite cold, aren't they? Yeah. I wish the wind wouldn't have taken our chimney because we could have kept a small. Everything looks good and sounds good. Oh, that's good. Okay, Carrie's going to run the dog outside. But it's like, mine doesn't go out until 9 or 10. So it's 9 right now. Or, yeah, 9:14. Bifocals. Just don't read that far away. But it's like, I could sew. I just took the dog out. Ew. Yeah. Bailey hasn't went out for her walk now for almost a week and a half. She just goes out and plays. Okay, that's not a super light one, so. You have 2 fireplaces. Yeah, one's probably enough to keep up with. I know my friend went to all the time and trouble to put in a fireplace insert. Then he wouldn't use it unless the power went out. And I thought, well, I would use it because it would save on the electricity bill or the gas bill. And he had baseboard heat. It's like, at least I have gas heat, which is a little warmer until when it first kicks on. I wish it put out a little more heat. Heat up those ductworks. And Carrie probably has electric heat, baseboard heat. Most apartments do. Or they have some sort of a central furnace. Lisa, my Tylenol PM is kicking in, so I should probably go. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here, Sandra and everyone. Good night, Lisa. I wish Tylenol PM would work for me. There's some nights it's like that 4 hours sleep just doesn't cut the mustard anymore. This morning when I knew I had Alani coming by 9, I was wide awake waiting for her at 5:30. It's like couldn't sleep. Afraid I was going to oversleep and miss. But I found something on TV that at least entertained me for a while. Okay. And this one goes here. And it's like, I'll do the other trimming up tomorrow. Is her mama going? Yeah, she goes back to work. I watch them next Monday morning. I might be late going to Kathy's, but do I want kids woke up and brought to my house at 7:30? Or do I go out there at 7:30? So I said I would go out there. So if I'm a little bit late to Kathy's on Monday, you'll know why. But I will only have them every other weekend, or every other Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when we start the babysitting. One aunt is going to take off. She changed her days off for the first month. And I would almost think that she'd have to leave them there because to be in, let's say the job starts at 6:30, I sure wouldn't want to get a kid up and ready at 4 a.m. because it's almost an hour to get them down to that babysitter and back up here, and then go drive the hour drive to town. I sure wouldn't want to do that with little kids. So that aunt might just keep them all of Monday, Tuesday, and then she picks them back up on Wednesday when she's off work. Because that's also Daddy's house. So it's kind of dual purpose there. And I don't think the dad's working a whole lot right now. She doesn't, Alani doesn't talk about her dad too much. It's all, whatever the Spanish name for grandma is, and tia, which I guess is Spanish for aunt. She talks about them, and Chris. Chris is her cousin. He brings her Happy Meals. So she likes Chris. He brings her chicken nuggets with green sauce. She wanted me to go to McDonald's today. I don't have a car seat. Can't do it. And with her weight, she could get away with a booster seat. But I say no. But I'm not going to go buy a booster seat either. Shouldn't have the expense. I did with my grandkids because I got so tired of that switching out the car seats. Okay, Nana Mona. She has to run. See you tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. You too. Like I said, I won't be on here a whole lot longer. I wasn't even going to sew another block. And when I sit here, I can't be still. I pick up the next. Sandra, okay, you got to get up for work in the morning. And is it still snowing, Susan? If they call it a snow day, let us know. You never know in the schools in our area. Have a nice night, Nana and Susan. Okay. You can let me know. Just don't tell me you got this like 10 inches of snow. Because I think that's what they was 7 inches. Yes. I agree, Marla. If they're going to cancel while it doesn't disturb everybody so that you can make plans. Let's see. Abula is Spanish for grandma. Okay. When I asked her the other day, is Gigi Ma? I said, no, the other grandma. She said, I only have one. I said, no, your other grandma. Not Grandma Jamie. I was listing all the grandma's names. And I couldn't remember it. I guess I gotta get up with the times and learn a second language. I know when she was talking to us and telling us some of the Spanish stuff, because that's what they, she's was around it all the time because she lived there. And it was really hard for us to figure out what she was saying. I'm glad she can learn a second language, but we need to be taught with her. So the aunt, she was our translator. Melinda would call her and say, what is she saying? We can't figure it out. Because they also talk to them very out and out. They use the straightforward words. Some of the wording I would never use, but they do. Yeah, they have been. Ouch, Bailey, that hurt. Yes, it's like, but I need to learn the Spanish just so I understand what Alani's saying. Saves me a headache. Because, she was just, one of it was Spanish for milk or bottle or something, and I didn't understand it. Just wasn't me. Went through everything in my house trying to figure out what she was trying to say. And it finally took, a phone call to the aunt. And the the other grandma speaks very, very, very little English. She might know yes and no and hello, but she just never wanted to learn it. $11 and yeah, a little bit. One thing, when we make our own quilts, we can fudge back and forth. We can come up with our indifferences. You split it in the middle, Carrie. If something's off a little, you split it in the middle. Because the naked eye isn't going to notice that that is a 16th of an inch smaller than the other. There is something about my ears and a 3 to 5-year-old. Some words just can't understand. I have to call a sibling or the parent. One of my grandsons was so bad I just threw my hands up. Yeah, that's what I was about to do that day. And it was all over some milk. And it had to be in a certain cup that she called her bottle. They called it the bottle. And I said, they need to throw out them cups. And then she wants, those cups they're not made for soda pop, I guarantee you that. And that's the cup she wants to use all the time. And I says, no, you use the cup with the straw on the soda pop because it makes a mess. Because it just fizzes out the top. She shouldn't get soda pop, but she gets it. She wanted some today, and I didn't have any juice that she would drink. Because I don't buy Gatorade. I'm the mean grandma. I don't buy Gatorade. I don't cater. She never had pop. Now, Coda and them, they don't get pop very often. They get milk and juice with their Happy Meals and that. Alani gets the soda pop. And they will take a sip out of mine and they'll, oh, that tickles. And they only take a sip or two and they're done. They never ask for it. They'll just sneak sips out of mine. But they love my peach tea. And it's sugar-free. I don't think it's bad for them. It's not fizzy anyway. And then they only get Gatorade when they're traveling. We had a baby shower that they attended and never thought about the punch having soda pop in it. We thought we was just putting juice in the cup to come back. And all of a sudden we have pop spraying everywhere. What a mess. That little tiny bit of soda pop that was put in that punch made a disaster. We had kids crying because they're getting wet with. We didn't know what was going on for sure. And then as soon as we asked them, was that punch had soda pop in it? Because we didn't drink it. And it's like, yes. What a mess. Had changed clothes, washed the inside of the rig, car seats, diaper bags, everything drenched. My grandma gave me tea It probably had 7-Up or Sprite. Yeah. See, we didn't watch anybody make anything. Didn't help. We should have watched. But it's like they wanted the baby shower and they want everybody to attend, all the family. That's one thing our family's good for. Family gatherings. But Alani won't drink any of my sugar-free drinks. She'll drink my Diet Pepsi, but she won't drink the peach tea or the fruit punch. Oh, and today she drank my orange juice because we was having our tea party. Normally she drinks Sunny Delight, but she drinks it in the little bottles, and she says mine's not the same. I says they don't make two different kinds for the. It's like arguing with her over the flour today. Trying to explain. But one more to go. And row 3 will be done. Had to look up. I don't even know. I only have 5 rows to make. And then I'm going to find an off-white for the border. Because I can't come up with any more material from this line. Because this is it. Oh, I have a phone call. Who's calling me? Well, I better cut it short tonight. Hold on just a minute, Sharon. I didn't expect a friend to call tonight. Hi, June. But I'm glad everybody attended tonight. And I'll see you tomorrow. Night, everybody. Not being mean, cutting it off, but I'm glad everybody came. Hi, Sheila. Sheila and June come on really late. And we'll see you tomorrow. Whether it be on Kathy's or Rita's, we'll catch up again. Have a good night, everybody. Okay.